All right, guys, what is up? The title of this one is I just found out my wife has been cheating on me with multiple partners for the past 2 years. Slightly different background today. I'm on the boat and I'm solo, which doesn't normally happen, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to respond to this sponsored request a customer just sent. I'll just read it to you and provide my feedback. It's a little bit crazy, so just stick around for this one. It's a little bit nuts. Anyway, I'm in shock, need some advice right now. He's 40, wife is 37, been married for 10 years, celebrated their anniversary, have 2 wonderful kids together. Since the beginning of the year, things have been off between us. Usually the first sign something's going sideways in the marriage. She's been acting strangely since the beginning of the year, irritable, avoiding me, and we haven't been intimate much. That's a very strong sign that she's with somebody else. Some days she's happy, other days she's fully irritated. Sometimes she's a great mother to our kids. Other times she wishes they had never been born. Recently, I had to go to the urologist for a urinary tract infection, and the test suggested it might be an STD. Here we go. It was a huge shock because I've never been with anyone other than my wife since we started dating. Right now she's away at a so-called business seminar. I put that in quotations, so you know what's going on over there probably. Anyway, she's been keeping diaries for over a decade, and out of desperation I read them for the first time ever. Turns out she's been having multiple sexual partners for the past 2 years. In particular, there was one affair that lasted well over a year, and it seems part of her irritability was due to her lover moving on to someone else. You see how the dots start to connect here, right? I also discovered she has a hidden Tinder account too, and has been meeting with other men on the regular basis. I am devastated beyond words. I feel lost and unsure of what to do, especially since we have 2 little kids who mean the world to me. Well, I need some advice on how to handle this situation. Should I confront her immediately? Should I consult with a lawyer? How do I even begin the process of betrayal and protect my kids through all of this? Well, first of all, you're right. It is a betrayal because men cheat, women betray. They're 2 totally different things. I've talked about that before. I'll recap it very quickly. Men can step out and they do this. They'll go to a rub and tug. They'll hire an escort. They'll just get some exercise and they forget about it. They go home. They love their family, their kids. They show up for Christmas. They go to the weddings. They do all the stuff. Women, on the other hand, they create this complicated web of deception, lies, gaslighting, all that sort of stuff. And when it's discovered, it's often very, very traumatic for all guys. They usually don't see it coming. Women are very, very good at hiding betrayal. They're very, very good at deceiving, far, far, far better than men, because the costs have always been higher. You know, for women, the notion of slut shaming has been around for a while, and the last thing they want to be known as is a village bicycle, or to the town, or to the others that are within close proximity as being promiscuous and untrustworthy sort of thing, which is why they're so adamant about hiding promiscuity from their husbands and boyfriends. Now, she's got kids. They're married. They've been married for 10 years. Doesn't say the age of the kids, but they're young. My advice in a situation like this, with the level of betrayal, because it's deep, it's beyond just a one-time thing. It's beyond just, the one lover who apparently moved on from her that she was dismayed by. She's done it over and over again. This is psychopathy. This is a psychopath here. This is somebody that's not got their head screwed on right. Women have a very, very hard time with back-to-back-to-back promiscuity, or even overlap in promiscuity. They generally don't do it. For women, it's, their strategy is usually one relationship at a time. It's why they monkey branch from a boyfriend or a marriage to another guy very, very quickly. But there's usually very little, if no overlap whatsoever, when they move on. So just understand the significant and strong differences between when men step out and when women betray. Again, they're very different. There's always telltale signs. Most guys don't realize them. It's funny because women are very perceptive when something might be even remotely up. They'll pick up on it. Whereas guys, you can almost rub it in their face. They'll be like, wife's lost a lot of weight. She's looking good. She's been going out like every Thursday night with her friends from work. She's got this personal trainer, this really good looking guy who's helping her out. But I really don't understand why, our marriage isn't really kind of there, and why she's not that intimate anymore, and she's kind of distant from me. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And it's like, you just want to slap these guys because they don't see it until it slaps them when you read her journal. By the way, if you want to find out what a gal's been up to, if you have suspicions that she's up to no good, your best bet, her journal, or in her phone. And don't go looking at other messages on her phone. The best place to sort of find it is messages between her and her closest friends. If you find an absence, like a deleted trail of messages between her and her closest friends, or DMs deleted from social media accounts, that's an even stronger indication something has been going on, and you should be asking a lot of questions. Now, how do you handle this? It's, in my estimation, with a psychopath like this, there's no revival from that. Don't waste your time with marriage counseling. Don't waste your time going oh, could you please stop doing this? It's really hurting my feelings. Why are you stepping out? Why are you betraying me, sort of thing. Could you please stop? Don't waste your time with any of that. First thing you want to do is consult a family lawyer in your area to find out what family law says in your state or province, and then start to prepare for untying the knot. You might want to take some time before you announce the untying of the knot process or serving her or any of those things, because there might be some strategies that you want to consider to make sure that you minimize loss of financial resources and minimize loss of access to your kids, because women are very, very good during the untying of the knot in alienating the father of the kids and finding ways of extracting maximum resources from family law. That's definitely going to be true if she's earning less money than you. If you guys are earning equal money or you're earning a lot more money, slightly different, situation. You're earning a lot more money, it's very dangerous for you. You want to prepare for it properly. You're earning equal money, not so much, but the real trouble there could be parental alienation. So again, talk to a lawyer, like buy an hour of his time. Don't be cheap. Find a good lawyer. Say, hey, look, something's been going on here. I need an hour of your time. What do you cost? $400. Fine, no problem. Come at him with a list of all your questions. Even better if you want to prepare for it better. I have a course on divorce. It's the Unplugged Alpha's Guide to Divorce. You can find that pinned in the top comment below. You definitely want to prepare for it because the deck is stacked up against you if you're a guy. I remember when I went through my own divorce, my lawyer said to me, you don't want to go to court because if you have the penis, you're going to lose. And that really was a huge eye-opener. That was, of course, well over a decade ago, and I've learned a lot, and I've coached a lot of guys through this. So if you're planning on untying the knot, it's something that you're contemplating, do it right. Do it with some intention and make sure you minimize risk exposure and all the problems that are associated, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on, a lot of stuff. Anyway, check out the divorce course. It's not expensive. It's pinned below. It'll definitely help you out a ton. What's your advice to a guy like this? You ever been through anything like that? Leave a comment below, chop it up. See you guys next video. Peace out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.